Happy Tuesday. We'll just cut right to the chase. We are done with chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Karis will tell you how it happened.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're actually done a couple weeks early, but we took him in last Monday like we were supposed to for chemo, and my mom had flown in. Everything was perfect. We get there, and he felt a little warm even the night before to me, and so we got there, and it's just low-grade temp, and right before they do chemo, it's a couple hours into the process because, whatever, a lot of things have to happen. Another nurse came in, not even our nurse, and felt Cade, and was like, I think he's really hot, and took his temperature, and it had spiked to 103.7, so they immediately do cultures. They take blood from a peripheral site and then from his port, and they check the cultures. They watch them for a couple days to see if bacteria grows. So I got a phone call on Tuesday, and we were admitted to the hospital because one of the cultures from his port had started to grow bacteria, and they weren't even sure what kind of bacteria. So we found out the kind of bacteria late Tuesday night, and it turns out that it was a specific strain that can only be treated through an antibiotic that's actually really harsh on Cade's kidney. And so Cade only has one kidney, and we were thankful for an awesome oncologist who made the call later on in the week, and we were just talking, and she said she felt like we were supposed to just be done with chemo for Cade's sake and to spare his kidney any further distress. And so
the last treatments would do more harm than it would do good.
Yeah, so I called Chad. I told her, I was like, I do not make these decisions. I don't want to make these decisions.
You said that?
Yeah, I don't.
Awesome.
I was like, and then I was like, wait, no, I mean, like, we make them together, but I ultimately want Chad to make them. So I called Chad, and Chad was like, great. So we feel we're still obviously processing that, and there's still a journey ahead. But that is the reality of where we're at right now.
Yeah, we're not sure what the journey ahead is other than we're done with this protocol, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We're even celebrating as a church because there is reason to celebrate. We're not sure what the scans are going to show, and we're not sure what the next steps are, but God has made a way in the wilderness for us. Like, our family right now, I wish you could just be here. It's crazy. Like, our kids are screaming at dinner, and we're like, we're at like a normal family right now, and it's awesome. But all that to say, one of our first thoughts is like, we want to worship God. Mm-hmm. Like, we are so thankful. So the same day, Karis calls me and says, hey, we need to worship. Like, we should have something at church or something. So we are having something at church. If you're involved or if you're interested, we go to Antioch Community Church in Indianapolis, AntiochIndy.com. There's a worship night from 6 to 7:15 this Sunday. It's in the Castleton area if you're local. So come by and join us if you want to. It's not going to be all about Cade. It's a worship and prayer night. But our church is going to be celebrating with us, and people are going to be bringing their own need and need prayer and need breakthrough as well. So we are just thrilled to be where we're at. Still processing, like Karis said. Not really sure what the next steps look like other than scans most likely next week, I believe, sometime in the week. And just trusting God. That's really all we can do. Mm-hmm.
And we do know a little bit about the scans, just that what we're looking for is for these places we are praying that they would totally disappear, or to be shrinking or remain the exact same size.
Clarity on the scans,
right? Really. We would like for all the scar tissue we just want clarity. And then our doctor has talked to us about what the next step would be if that they're still there is surgery to remove them. And because they're so small, which is a great thing, they have to manually remove them. So they'd have to they can't do it laparoscopically. Did I say that right?
No idea.
Well, they have to go in.
Laparoscopically.
They have to go in and actually feel through the lung tissue and find the little places and then remove them. Good thing I know an awesome surgeon who is one of my friends who worked on Cade at the first surgery, and she's incredible. But so we know that could be ahead, and we're asking God that he would clear the scans. If they're not clear, that the surgery, we'd be able to get every little bit out, and that once they get under a microscope, it's all dead cells. So those are the specific prayer things I think we both have on our heart moving forward. If they're all dead, it's Cade goes to school. Cade lives a normal life. I mean, he's going to either way, but we just go in for like the checks then from then on out. So that is what our heart cry is, obviously, and only the Lord knows what's ahead. So I think we're trying our hardest to live in the moment and to choose faith and not fear, like, every day. One amazing thing is this, as you can, I sound like a man because I got like a massive cold all of a sudden out of nowhere on Saturday. And we both looked at each other, we were like, we haven't been sick in 9 months. Like we haven't, I mean, probably more than that. We haven't been sick since last November, either of us, which
Like
that's a
not
miracle.
even like a cold.
Yeah.
Because a lot in the beginning, I kept thinking, man, if I get a cold, I'm not able to go to the hospital with him, or I'm not able to do whatever. And you hate to say it, but you're kind of waiting almost for that time or that sniffle in your throat or nose or whatever. And yeah, we looked at each other, and it's just, you know, that story with the Israelites' clothes didn't wear out,
Yeah, in the
things like
wilderness,
that.
yeah.
And man, God has
like you're
covered
still in the
us.
wilderness, but there's been a lot of like tiny and big kindnesses like that we don't want to miss out on. So this worship night that we're doing, if you are local, please come. We would love to see you and hug you and be able to thank you for praying with us so far. We literally, I know we have survived because of the people around us and because of y'all, and that is, it's like how God wired it, so that it's not just us and the Lord, it's like us and a million other people that we might not even ever know, you know, thousands of people that have been praying and we feel indebted to. So that's what that night is for, is to celebrate. Yeah.
So we'll see you there, hopefully, and expect another video next week. But for as far as fasting goes, on Tuesday or tomorrow, we just would love your prayers for clean scans. That's what's on our mind. And God is willing and He's able, and that's where we're choosing to stand. We just have to trust Him, but we know that no matter what, He is willing and He is able. So we'll see, and we'll trust Him, and that's where our faith is at. So you'll be okay too if that's where your faith is placed, not in circumstances, not in outcomes, faith in God, in the character of God. So that's where we're standing, and thank you so much. We love you guys. Bye.